we're going to start by touching on the terrible events occurring in the last 7 days in Southport. We just want to say that our hearts go out to the families of everybody involved, particularly the ones that will never see the kids again, and the ones that have to survive that and live with that every day for the rest of their lives. Just want to big up the emergency services for their involvement, for the teachers.
The two girls that were there defending them kids and doing whatever they could. Unbelievable. And the people that ran in as well to try and help in whichever way they could.
Yeah. Terrible
Unbelievable.
So, that said,
on a more positive note,
welcome. Redline all the time. Episode 20.
Boom! We're up there now, you know.
Every time. I tell you what, we haven't done a red wine anytime for a while.
That's
So much to talk about.
Like full show this week.
Crazy stuff. Amongst that, our new feature, Astrology. Lawn Watch.
Look forward to that.
Lawn Watch, the currently sinking Red Bull ship. F1 predictions. Honestly, we've got so much to talk about. So, let's kick it off. Olympics as well. You want to wait till we get on to the Olympics.
Yeah.
Right, so let's start it off. Red Bull sinking ship.
It's looking that way.
So, Jonathan Wheatley today announced that he's leaving the team, sporting director, going to the new Audi Sauber.
Is that where he's going?
As team principal. So, I'm still like, he's like original crew as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Day one, like Newey, and like it's like,
stepping out.
Ting aren't going well. No wonder like Sergio re-signed for him. They were probably desperate to get another driver because everyone else would be like, no.
What was that thing with Ricardo as well?
Oh, Danny Rick.
Yeah, he had a conversation with team principal, didn't he? Just the other day, and there was a big thing about how he walked away with a big smile on his face. And
Danny Rick has a big smile on his face, like all the time.
What was all that about?
I don't know. He's got more teeth than he really needs.
Full mouth.
So speaking of F1 predictions,
they still go.
what
Dreams
have
alive.
I been saying? Carlos to Williams.
Absolutely.
The pieces are all moving around now. So
I told you should have had a bet on it in the first place.
Dude,
you should have.
I
Get a tenner on that.
Imagine the odds you'd got on that.
They're probably paying you out right now.
Yeah, just in case. So I also, if you remember, at some point predicted McLaren for Constructors World Champion based on the fact that they would score average more points than they are now,
Red Bull.
less than 50 points away from Red Bull, who are nowhere, and with Sergio
falling
Perez.
apart the seams.
So I'm like, the cherry on the top will be Adrian Newey, 2 Williams. Might not announce it because obviously there's 2026 rule changes. However, he now gets to start working about this because he's not employed by a Formula One team. He's not bound by the FA regulations on when you can and can't start designing cars. So it's
on his home computer, mate.
Honestly,
just going.
Adrian Newey, 2 Williams.
Predicted.
Remember where you heard it first.
Yeah.
We have nailed it this year. Remember where you heard it first. Redline Anytime. And we can probably even find the if I went back through here now, we can find the episode.
You'd see the notes.
We'll find the show that we did it, right? We'll find the show with all my predictions in, and we'll clip them just to prove that it's not just to prove that it's not just us going, So, not George Russell as well. Great race. Honestly, one of Spa, one of the best races we've had for ages.
That's harsh as well, isn't it?
It's
1.5 kilos?
Yeah, 1.4 kilos. So George Russell won on the day with a super brave strategy, made the hard tyres go really, really long, got it across the line. Lewis called, honestly, everybody literally was in within like a second or two. For the last couple of laps, it could have been like that. I just don't know who's going to win, do you know what I mean?
It's close completely.
And as the race progressed, you could see all the strategies converging, so you're like, this is all going to come together in the last 5 laps. I was like, come on now. And everybody was on different strategies, different times. It was ace. Except the only person not celebrating when George Russell came into the pit lane was Toto Wolff, sat there with his headphones on, looking like someone just slapped him with a kipper, right? Somebody somewhere has realised that they might have won this race, but it's right because there's no in-lap at Spa, so you don't get to drive around and pick up discarded tyre rubber, right, on your tyres, which can add up to like 400 grams per tyre in like tyre pickup. And because he'd been on the hard tyres for so long, they were much smaller than they started with, so they weighed a lot less than they would have had they taken them off and changed them from a set of tyres. You know what I mean? So George.
So what? He was 1.5 kilos underweight.
Underweight at the end of the race. Yeah. So because the driver also loses between like 1 and 2 kilos in weight over, George lost a particularly large amount. So he was, his weight loss was quite a lot. That, coupled with the tyre degradation, meant that when the car was weighed after the race, it was unfortunately underweight. Which meant Lewis won and Oscar was second.
He robbed them at the end.
It was a fabulous race, really, really good race. Norris nowhere really had a stinker. Well, it's a bit like
heads fell off a little bit.
It's a bit like toys have gone out now.
I think so.
Now that they let Oscar win one, and then now Oscar's just going to drive around you.
Yeah, just because
he can. I like Oscar Piastri. He's like, he doesn't say much, but like, he's like a bit Mark Webber. He like, you know what I mean? It's more like the expression on his face that says it all.
He just does. He doesn't talk. He just does.
Yeah, we need to bring up the fact that we didn't play golf after the show last week.
We didn't.
Yeah, we did.
Wii Sports.
We went old school, fired up the week.
Went retro.
Fired up the week, got very drunk, stayed up very late, playing up like archery and bowling.
Bowling.
10 pin. Mate, a bit of frisbee as well.
Frisbee and basketball, which I was horrendous.
But we did notice one thing: the older generation. Because like we're usually beaten at golf every single week by the controller generation that can actually swing it straight, and like we don't know how to do that because we've never played Tony Hawk's, right, or whatever. However, like get the controllers out of their hand and give them something they got to wave around, different ball game. So I think we give them a good.
I think we did.
You did. It was a good run
from last week. So that's the post podcast
and we used to play out.
And we figured out as well that it was like playing out in the olden days rather than like playing in. Was essentially was what kept us in the game for beating them at bowling.
Yeah.
So it was like hashtag playing out for the win. Playing in.
And that meme I sent you about the 80s.
Mate, that is contemporary.
What your mum used to say to you.
Meme of the week for me was like with Our House playing in the Campground Madness. I love that song.
Absolutely.
If you come in again, you're staying in.
That's right.
That used to be an actual threat. Do you know what I mean?
You just won't come in.
Or stop crying, or I'll give you something to cry about.
That's an
come here while I hit you. Yeah, of course I'm going.
Honestly, loads of things like that. You'd be like, oh my god, that was actually
it was.
So playing out for the win.
What's for tea? Shit with sugar on.
Yeah. Whatever you get, now get back out again. Yeah. If you come back in, you stay in.
Like,
I don't want to stay in.
Don't want to see you.
Shocking. Quick mention to Ruben Hartshaw.
Yeah, it's flying now.
Dude, like every time he posts a video, it's like he's just bouncing, his timing, everything, like flying through those. Mate.
Looking good.
Fair play to you, mate.
Yeah,
Fair play to you.
100%.
Big ups. Hope the family well.
Absolutely.
UFC.
Last week.
I didn't see a lot of it. I've only seen little clips.
Couldn't see a lot of it. We'd been out.
Paddy shows everyone up.
Everyone was round one, everyone was talking smack, and then he choked the guy. He choked out Bobby, and had him in an armbar. So he had him in an armbar while he was knocked out.
He went to a triangle, but then also did an armbar at the same time.
Knocked him out with his legs. And had his arm in an armbar with his wrapped around. And honest to God, it was like, you know what I mean. Bobby himself, when they announced him like the winner, he literally was just like, you know what I mean. That was a clear win. You can't say anything about him anymore.
I remember the picture I saw now, how they were positioned, and that just
Tom Aspinall as well. There's not a single person on the planet I reckon who beats him.
No, he's
that he's that good.
Yeah,
the dude from Manchester, is that one from Manchester?
He's from, I think he's around Wigan.
Or
maybe from Salford, like around there. Somewhere around there, but there's not a single person on the planet who beats him right now, honestly. It's first round knockout or submission every fight. every single fight. He just storms through everyone.
Yeah, it takes him out.
There's not a single person who beats him on the planet at the moment, I don't think.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was good.
Why isn't it working? Well, we nearly are.
It?
Yeah, well, I've actually called in Adams because I'm now like feeling better. We were talking about getting back on the bike.
I was talking about getting back on the bike already.
Talking about getting back on the bike, so it was like, right, you need to get that spindle ordered for yours. I'll go and check that mine's ready. So, like, tactically, I've not picked it up from the bike shop because
you're right.
I know if it's in the garage and it's a sunny day, I'd be like,
it's in the back of the van.
I'm all right, we'll be fine.
Loading the van up,
and then you're out longer.
So, styled it out. It's 5 weeks tomorrow, 6 next Friday.
Okay.
And that's like, you know.
And I'm not going to tell you to take it easy.
I'm going to take it easy-ish, probably. I don't know, right? We were talking about this as well, so it'll start off like, we'll just take it easy.
That's right.
It
never turns that way.
You start going, there's
no such thing as taking it easy.
Just have an easy one today.
Feeling comfortable. It's like, yeah, feeling good.
Once you've had that first trail and you're
like,
going up to the next one, it's always, come on, let's have it.
It's not consciously like, right, let's go for it. You just
do it.
build up to it. You get confident.
Because you see him going faster and you go, no, whatever, yeah.
We see he's also riding his way back. And we're riding our way back in from injury, both of us, you know what I mean?
So, like, but it's...
Yeah. So, like, as we back to the bikes, it has now been machined. It has now been assembled. He hadn't assembled it. I think he left the bits there on purpose because the last time I spoke, he was like, no rush. I've got a couple of broken ribs. Sound.
Doesn't need to pick it up.
But anyway, big up to Off the Rock Cycles. Big up to Wes Wallacey Fabrications.
Yeah,
He's done a mega job on that rear triangle, mate. Honestly, like, I picked it up, looked at it, was like, that's a tasty bit of fucking work. That
is it nice, is it?
Look damn good.
Cool.
Look factory.
Yeah,
So I was quite pleased.
That's what you want.
That's what you want. As long as it looks factory, sweet.
Didn't nail me out on as well. Speaking of factory, ST stuff.
ST, yeah, it's back on the road.
Thank God for that.
Core plug on the water pump, gone. So yeah, that's been sorted, but she's still not running right. I'm not happy with the boost. It's hitting 3/4 boost and it's bouncing back to half, and it's like, So I'm having the boost solenoid done a week on Tuesday.
Ooh.
So hopefully that cures the problem. If it doesn't, well, I'm just going to have to get it to a performance shop and let them have a look and see what's going on. It's still fast, don't get me wrong. Back on the bikes. We are ready for back on the bikes.
Yeah, I mean, I've been riding my BMX a fair bit.
No, that's good.
I have not ridden the bike since riding one into 19.
I think she got
honestly, my wrist is
ride somewhere random to start off with.
Like Landover.
Yeah, like Landover. Somewhere we know.
Somewhere soft and...
New Beeline.
Yeah. See?
Yeah.
I've not ridden it yet, so we're not obviously going to go and hammer it. Might have like a little roll through and then push back.
We've
got an e-bike.
You
You
can
ride
ride
back up,
innit? Yeah.
So yeah, we'll probably lap New Beeline a little bit, get an height in.
That'd be fun.
And then see how fast you can go down it.
How high you can go.
Yeah, it's jumps in it.
Is it?
Big
We ramped the bottom of the Beeline too now, so it's all jumps and stuff.
And they've kind of reworked it so you can session it, just come straight back up to the top of the Beeline too.
It's nice, it's tasty.
It's actually does look pretty good, yeah. We've been over braids as well.
We were buzzing and then we died.
So yeah, we're looking forward to getting back on the bikes, looking forward to getting back into training again. Maybe make the final race of the Enduro series. We don't know. Llangollen is a gnarly place to ride. I don't know whether I want to chance it being first wheel ride back this season.
No,
I think if it was Degler or like Dubby Climax or even McKinless again, White Rock, if it was any of them, I'd do it.
Yeah.
I just don't mean, but I don't know. I don't think it's
it's safety in it, really, at the end of the day. Get yourself back used to the bike.
We'll go Dovey instead.
Yeah. Well, I'll be used to that, you know what I mean? Go something like Stiniog or something.
Do you know what? I think I'd rather go Dovey for that than Stiniog for a first ride. Stiniog
for the first ride.
I'm going to say that everywhere hurts at Stiniog if you fall off, but everywhere I fell off with Dovey is hurts as well.
It's kind of equal in terms of like risk. It's like Stiniog, you're not going too fast, but
we'll see.
It's rocking everywhere.
We'll see.
Dovey, you're going fast everywhere. So no matter what you land in,
even when you're going slow, you are.
Yeah. It's just risk. No risk, no reward, though.
Right, let's go and keep moving because we got some possibly like discussion-y topics coming up. UFC, the Ruben George, not George Russell Dunn. Have they discussed Max Verstappen? Did we talk about him just being like,
what was discussing about?
I don't know.
Just being
petulant. And like,
he again this
he'll be the next one to go from Red Bull anyway. So their sinking ship will continue to sink. And
where's he going to go? Where's the prediction on where he would go?
Well, that's the problem, right? He can't go to Mercedes because it looks like Antonelli's coming up from F2 to partner Russell. There's the Audi Sauber thing. I think there's an open seat.
But he'd be one of jumping in a car that
Ocon's gone to
be winning.
Yeah, but he's not going to get one. Both Ferrari seats are full. Both Williams seats are full. There is nowhere for him to go.
I think if Max Verstappen became available, I'm sure there will be.
There is nowhere for him to go.
I'm sure there'd be one of the big teams
nowhere for him to go. All the teams have just recently signed the drivers and re-signed them.
If he was to become...
Honestly, his only option is to stay at Red Bull. And maybe for the next year.
That is probably the only option, but I'm still stating if there was big teams and he was come available...
He's had conversations, right, so he's had talks, there's a lot of talks with Mercedes. That's the only team really that's viable. There's a lot of talks with Mercedes. They look like they're pretty much definitely going to bring up Antonelli from F2 rather than Verstappen.
But they could bump him. It's Max Verstappen, mate.
Yeah, but with him comes the circus, and it's not like the Lewis Hamilton Team 44 positivity circus. It's the Verstappen travelling pisshead circus.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe they might want a bit of that.
It's Yoss on the crew.
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah. Jail dodging.
Like I say, if Stappen was to come available, mate, I'm sure the big teams will be making seats empty.
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah,
we'll find out in the fullness of time and see if our
remaining... He'll stay at Red Bull.
See if our remaining prediction comes true. Trotty, have we heard from Trotty?
Trotty, where are you?
Are you still lost in the bush?
Are you out there, Carl, Gurley? Just send us a message, mate.
Yeah. Say good day. Quick birthday shout out to Lennon.
Happy birthday, Lennon.
Yesterday. Happy birthday, mate.
There you go.
Saw him today, got some birthday cake.
Was it nice?
It's still in the fridge actually, if you want a piece later.
Okay, maybe.
So we'll have a piece of birthday cake later, but happy birthday, mate.
Sweet.
New feature.
Oh yeah. So we were in the chippy.
We were
and I was the only one with cash, so I went in for once. 5 seconds into being in there, I was like, "Ooh, fortune cookies!"
Fortune cookies.
So I grabbed us all a fortune cookie.
Oh god.
So this is the astrology.
You want a blue one?
This is the astrology section of the show.
Would you like a blue one?
I'll go for
where we will figure what our future holds based on
fortune cookies.
The fortune cookie.
If you can ever open them.
From
which chippy was it?
Martin's Lane.
Martin's Lane. What's it called? Is that what it's called?
Martin's Lane chippy. You've no idea how hard that was to say.
Martin's Lane.
Yeah. The answer's fine.
Free chips next week, please.
Right, who's going first? Should we go Clark?
Yeah, go on.
Go on, Dan.
Go for it, man.
What does your future hold, Dan?
Sorry,
firstly, what's your star sign?
Scorpio, lad.
Scorpio.
Right. So, according to the fortune cookie,
I'm happy. Good things will come to you in due course of time.
Yeah.
So all Scorpios nailed it.
Smashing it.
Well done.
Jack, star sign.
Oh.
No, go on. No, I'm waiting for you, mate.
Okay.
Star sign. Virgos, listen up.
You will reach the highest possible point in your business or profession.
Oh,
there you go.
Good news if you are a Virgo, indeed.
Going on the pinboard.
Star sign.
Aries.
Pin them back.
That's a big one. That's a good one. A golden egg of opportunity will fall into your lap this month.
Ooh. A golden egg of opportunity.
Sounds like a lot of
all you Aries out there.
Paying for your car, that.
Boom.
And to close this week's astrology section, we're going to look at the Pisces area of the astrological chart. And if you are a Pisces, you will make a sudden rise in life.
Oh! Yeah, baby.
Hey, well, it's all positive all the way around.
You heard it first.
Come on, boys.
Astrology, Redline Anytime style.
Redline astrology time.
And I'd say that everybody got pretty.
Cool.
That was a really positive. That was
on the up.
Let's see what happens this month, isn't it?
Yeah.
Put it in the back
how long does it last for? Does this like in your astrological calendar?
As long as you got it, innit?
Is it until like the next full moon? Oh, is it until you've got it?
I reckon it's like a pair. You know what I mean? It's like as long as you've still got it and you've not lost it. So I mean, put it in the back of your phone or something.
It's a keeper.
The cookies out to me, about me.
I'm not going to eat.
I think that went well. We should definitely do that one again. I like that one. That was quite cool. Another new feature, also on the same chippy run. We were driving past somebody, and for some reason the joke went along the lines of "your nan, your twain," right?
Yeah.
Or "shenan, your twain," right?
Yeah.
So immediately the opposite like things come to mind. It was like Shania Twain, and I was like, what then, Shania Twain or Celine Dion, right? And not the question you immediately think we were asking. So like, we kind of chewed this around before. It was like, let's think of a load of questions that aren't the obvious ones, Shania or Celine. So first of all, did you see, we'll touch on this later, did you see the Squawking Skeletor singing at the Olympics opening ceremony halfway up the Eiffel Tower getting rained on? Like, honestly, I expected the opening ceremony to be like quite French, and it was even
it's been the lowest opening ever.
However, it was the most complex television production ever attempted, apparently.
Yeah. The only high point for the whole ceremony for me was Gajira. Gajira on the side of that castle, they're all stood there and they're playing music. That was the only high point of the whole ceremony. The rest was just
Shania or Celine, right?
What's the questions?
100 metres dash.
Shania.
I'm going
Shania.
Based on what?
Oh, because
she don't impress me.
No comment.
And she feels like a
I'm not doing it.
That's it. That's one of the songs. Yeah.
Man.
I feel like.
No, we're not doing it. We're just going to get yellow. We said we'd have yellow and red cards.
These are on yellow.
So 100 metre sprint. Who are you saying? Shania. Shania wins hands down. Competitive hot dog eating competition.
Shania again.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Celine.
I was going to say Celine.
Celine don't swallow it.
Like dunk with a pint of water. Gone.
Depends what Shania's into, though, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? She looks the type. You know what I mean?
Guzzle of sausage.
Has she got a fella or a girlfriend?
I don't know.
She's got a girlfriend, you know what I mean?
I don't know.
But, yeah. I mean, you have a point.
Okay.
But I'm still going with Celine Dion.
Fight. Celine. Honestly, I think she's like all nails and like I think she's aggro as. I think she's proper.
Like a stray cat.
Yeah. Like proper alley cat.
Yeah. Shania would be getting the dukes up, mate, once she
probably goes boxing or something.
I was going to say, I don't know. Tricky one.
Yeah,
tricky
Shania, mate.
I say Shania.
I'm going to go Shania. Shania.
Yeah.
Shania. Celine or Shania makes the best cuppa.
Oh,
Celine.
You reckon? I reckon that's probably she's probably a Darjeeling or like
yeah. Shania drinks coffee.
Probably.
Mate,
that's a good
call. That's a trick question.
Yeah. Giving them an answer rather than
if you have a question that we can answer
a
question that we can answer with either Shania or Celine that we haven't already asked, then
or something like that.
Put it in the comments below. Like and subscribe.
Something like that.
Box.
But like and subscribe. Yeah, even if you don't like it, just do it.
Subscribe.
Just subscribe. Yeah,
that's the algorithm.
Whatever.
Do what you need to do.
So I think we're going to let that run. So like Stormzy or Jay-Z, do you know what I mean? We'll come up with a few of them just to
spice up.
I mean, I said one before, but I can't say.
No, we won't.
I'm not putting that in the podcast.
Much scope there. So another successful one. We're going to do that one again. Quick mention to Lonard, our
new
watch,
sponsors,
mate.
New watch, Dressy.
Looking
loving it. If you haven't seen it, look it up.
Fully automatic watch as well.
Lonard_TM. Or just search Lonard Dressy and you'll be able to catch it yourself. It's
beautiful, man.
Lovely looking thing, and it's surprisingly affordable.
Is it?
Yes.
This you guys.
In fact, it's a steal.
As soon as you sign up to the website, it's a 10% discount.
Yeah.
And if you DM me, I could add to that.
Friend.
If you're my friend, I could add to that discount.
Speaking of people we love, have we heard anything from our good friends at Obsidian? Is Antonio just...
I have not, mate.
No,
Cool I've not heard nothing from him. I'll just say again, just the odd, how you doing? That's it. But it's not...
Still working, is that?
Busy,
up to no
busy.
Up to no good.
Just one other mention I want while we're along there is like Sebastian M _classics. If you collect watches and you want to store your watches nicely, you see the watch organizer. They are no, they're not winders. They're just watch boxes, watch organizers. Especially if you're in the US, because apparently you can't send outside the US for some reason, because otherwise he was going to send me a box. So thank you, but yeah, I just thought I'd mention him. _Sebastian M _classic. If you're into your watches and you want to store them nicely.
There you go.
I could actually do one of them. It's a shame he doesn't do a wind. Mind you, I'm outside of the US.
Yeah.
Yes. Because like I say, if he would have sent me one otherwise. So I said we'd give him a
shout
shout
out. On our tour.
Lawn watch. Update on the owl situation. So I moved the second owl onto the lawn because the local pigeons didn't seem to be at all bothered by it. And they were just eating up the far end of the lawn. So we moved it took it off the top of the extension, put it on the end of the lawn. Hasn't made too much difference to the pigeon traffic. However, this morning I did get woken up by half a dozen magpies on the top of the extension. Owl number 2 is going back up there.
You need to get another one.
Third owl. I hadn't even thought of that.
She's an amateur still.
I mean, it's a
learning
process. You've been living in a flat for a good couple of years. You've not had a garden for a while, have you?
Third owl. I didn't even think of that. Can you have too many owls? Is there any such thing?
No.
Too many owls?
No, I don't think so. Put one on top of the garage.
See, initially I had one on top of the garage and one on top of the extension, from a high point, do you know what I mean? But then the pigeons were just
going swooping down.
Plant the owl on the garage, I'll just eat the lawn. But then if you put it in the lawn, it does deter a few.
But yeah, I'd get one up on there.
Get them all. We'll just have a load of owls. We're going to look crazy, you know.
Owls. Crazy
next door's the crazy owl people.
Most people have gnomes in the garden.
Yeah, we have owls.
Birds of prey. Plastic birds of prey with poltergeist heads.
Play tunes and worship.
And they're still not scaring off the pigeons. Okay, Lord Watch will keep you up to date on that one. Vital stuff, obviously. Anything to fill the gap between like doing stuff on mountain bikes, isn't it really? We've talked about
touch grass, basically. It's just giving us the ability to touch grass.
We really have. Right, Sports Desk. We have a new feature. How many new features in there?
This show's packed for
over to our sports correspondent Dan with a roundup of this week's events at the Olympic Games. Dan.
So do we start with talking about the ceremony, Dan? Is that where we're headed?
That's what you want.
Do we just leave that?
No, we already spoke about that. And we just leave it.
Leave the ceremony.
So Shell was, we're going to sit down and watch the ceremony. I can't remember what we were doing. I think we might be playing tunes or doing something. No, we switched it on and switched it off, and I dipped in, dipped out, and did something else.
I watched it,
and then turned it back on at 10 o'clock, and there's still like half a dozen people with the flag. Like, what are they doing here? And then you realise they're miles away from the Stade de France and the Eiffel Tower, and they're running towards. Like an incarnation of the first ever hot air balloon.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
And it was. I bet all them athletes stood out in that rain for hours.
Yeah.
Just thinking, I wish I was in my fucking bed.
Well, imagine you had the torch first and you pass it on to someone, and then you stood there for a long time.
Right. Well, speaking of the torch, right? Snoop Dogg
carrying
the torch.
Snoop Dogg, friend of the
show.
Yes. Go on.
Big up Snoop, honestly, mate. Doing the walk as well.
Just being Snoop Dogg.
I was just like,
you best believe he didn't stay around.
That is so
he left.
Cool.
Apparently he was around a couple of weeks before and everything. He's well involved with the whole USA team.
He commentates for some of the Americans.
He's doing everything. He's just getting.
He was at the swimming the other day, and he was like, he's well into it.
Loving your work,
friend of the show.
So Olympic opening ceremony. Let's move on to the juicy stuff. Tom Pidcock.
Oh yeah,
Pidcock,
And our mountain biking gold
won
medal.
the XC, at last second as well.
He was right.
What was this bloke that was in first place?
He was
French.
some French bloke. I don't know his name.
And he was first place, and he chose to take the non-direct line. He took the outside line. Tom just went straight down the middle, slapped them, and then just sprinted ahead. You could see the French guy just pedaling, trying to get it. Not a chance.
But and having a puncture and being 50 seconds behind or something, and it boom,
straight to the top.
Mate, it's what he does week in, week out on the UCI. The man is a machine.
Absolutely.
Did you see? I'm not supposed to saw it when he was interviewed on Between the Tapes on Red Bull TV.
Probably not.
It was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. Tom Pidcock's just like normal as.
Just a bloke.
Yeah, just like normal as, man.
Fair enough. Most people are.
So have we finished on the Olympics?
No.
There's a load that's happened, really, isn't it?
Keep this touchy one piece.
Shall we touch on the women's boxing whilst we're here?
You can do.
There's a lot to touch on.
Go on.
Well, there has been a bit of controversy, hasn't there, really? There's no
just
way
today,
you can really
wasn't it?
say. Yeah,
just
just today. A female boxer, don't know what country she was from. She gave up in the first round.
Or Italian, I think.
Something after 43 seconds. Came up against an Algerian opponent who may or may not have been from male descent originally.
He's entered as
transgender.
And it's a male.
And
it's a male. She's after 43, 46 seconds gone, I can't take him. 2 punches she took.
2 punches.
And gave up.
She's saying it's the hardest punches she's ever taken.
Who has previously failed the gender test, believe it or not, and she's somehow been allowed in this year's Olympics. It's shocking. It's shocking,
What is the gender test then?
How
do you fail it? Because if that was a bloke...
A smell test.
So it's just like, scup him.
But the thing is though, like I said before, it's a process they've got to go down, and it's the amount of time they've got to go down before they can say the trans.
It's like you can say, but to be declared,
you've got to live that life for a certain amount of time before you can actually be classed.
It's like on your passport, you can get it changed to be a
woman.
No,
that's once you've had a sex change.
Are we talking like sex change?
No,
post-operative sex change. Therefore, I am now a woman.
Get back to me. I believe that's the threshold.
So I can whack a bit of lippy on.
I believe I think it must be estrogen levels. I think it has to be.
Probably that's scientifically. It's like how much of a woman are you?
Because then doesn't that then go down the other route of them taking testosterone or not taking it, or go down the doping route?
But at the end of the day,
I don't know. I mean, we're hitting on a subject we're not 100% on.
It's all new, isn't it?
From what we've seen today on the news,
it's just a bit unfair on the woman's perspective.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm with you big time. Where women are concerned, how they've got to put their hands up and go, no, we're not competing against this. Don't let them take over. Don't let them.
So like, if they weren't transgender and they were, male, he, him,
I don't think they would.
Would they still be competing in that sport?
I don't think so.
Is that what? Because this is where I'm coming from. So if you were he, him, and you were presented as that gender, would you be, if you like, hard enough to be competing at that level?
No way.
I don't think so.
Well, it's like you see a load of people.
So how is that?
It's like the female, the transgender swimmer. She was like top of the top as a transgender woman, when she was a male.
The best she was a female swimmer at the moment is a transgender woman.
I think what we need to do is educate ourselves. We need someone to educate us.
An average good male swimmer is the top of the women's.
We don't know.
I think that's what we need.
We've got a lot of questions.
We need to educate ourselves. We need someone to educate us so we know.
Does it not need to be clarity as well?
Exactly, because from what we've seen today, there was just no contest. It was obvious. That's all we're trying to say, isn't it?
I feel like at the end of the day, they're going to have asked the non-transgender woman, it's like, are you okay with this? And there's got to be somewhere that they've agreed to it.
Does she go, no, I don't, or does she get in the ring?
Will she not then cop it in the neck from the woke side of things?
Possibly.
That's not fair. You shouldn't be able to choose whether you find that person or not. That person is
exactly.
Exactly. You just don't know.
So we have a vicious. We have a Mexican standoff.
Yeah,
we do.
Mexican is just a coffee. You can have whatever stand-off.
We're not saying this is what we believe in.
We
need to be like educated, I guess, and we need someone to say to us, right, this is how it is. And
I think someone needs to say, not just to us, but to the other athletes.
Oh yeah, and everyone.
I think that would be kind
because I think there's confusion all around, isn't there?
Yeah.
We're not being against anyone. We're not trying to say you're wrong or you're right.
We're confused more than anything.
We are.
We have questions.
It's an opportunity to learn.
It looks a bit bad on men, right? Because we're unfortunately like the gender that's like, well, I'm not really tough enough to pick on blokes in my own gender pool. So what I'm going to do is change my gender and go and pick on women that I know I can just. It doesn't reflect well on us in general, does it? You know what I mean? As a gender. So it's like, but you don't. The point is, you don't see any transgender women to men. Go like that sound right now, man. I'm going to go and do weightlifting, or I'm going to go and you know what I mean, or do boxing or kung fu or something.
Well, not unless there is. Let us know if there is.
There probably is. You know what I mean?
The percentage is the other way. It's males and females.
I was going to say exactly.
Huge percent. That's what you see.
So that's just. You don't see it. Isn't that just a bully mentality?
You can look at it that way.
Yeah. Taking advantage in it.
Depends how you take it.
It's a loophole at the end of the day.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like it's a big enough risk. It's
like I say, we're not siding with either side. We need to. Like you said, just like let us know because
infotainment.
Yeah,
that's what it is. Anything else we need to talk about? Rowing? Have we had some success in the rowing?
Yeah, the women's rowers. I think the Netherlands was ahead by miles. The whole race, the last 100 metres, something happened after Berners came on. Photo finish. We won by, it must have been like a few milliseconds.
It was a split, wasn't it? It was split. It was so close.
Wow.
It
was like edging back and forth.
There's like a real good news story to it as well. About dad and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. That's all cool. What else were you talking about before Olympic? Come on, sports desk, you can take them on.
well done to Tom Daly and co. They did brilliant. I think they got silver.
Silver, that's right.
They got silver. They did really, really well.
Oh, and Andy Murray.
Yeah, he has just been recently knocked out quarterfinals of the doubles in tennis, and he's fully not a professional tennis player anymore. He's gone.
But he's had a good career.
You
know when it's time to call it a day.
I am Andy Murray.
Because you can't enjoy your career, you really can't. You're busy.
He's had a lot of surgery as well. He's been through the rough.
And all that.
Tennis, man. Tough sport.
Anything else? Gymnasts. We were talking about gymnasts before.
Yeah, there was Biles. She came back and won gold in the team gymnastics. She absolutely just was last on the tumble and just looked incredible. She was on
dominated.
She's come back from a big deal as well, hasn't she? She's come back from a big deal.
That was like team gymnastics to me is like 4 with 3 stood on top, 2 stood on top, and 1 at the top.
It was each of them do events.
It's not that, is it?
Nah.
Are they all ever like on
it's actually quite impressive.
It's all individual, but it's still
each of them do an event each and the best scores.
Individual team. So when they say there's no iron team, there is an individual.
You're going out to do the best you can do for you.
It's like the Formula 1. It's like you got team, and then you got what you really want. You know what I mean?
But Biles, she's come back from like 4 years ago. She got what they call the twisties, so she couldn't. Once she started on the vault, when she started to do her thing, she couldn't find her way back or something like that. So she lost it midair. So 4 years ago, she went up to do the vault, and she completely forgot what she was
cats have the ability to always have
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
She completely forgot what she was going to do, and she ran up. She did what she had to do, and immediately thought, "That's it. That's the end of my career. Everyone's going to hate me. USA's going to hate me. I'm done."
Lost.
And she went downhill big time with her mental health and stuff like that. So just this year, I think it's this year she started competing again.
Started coming back,
and she's come back and she's gold in the team.
Just definitely
unbelievable.
Well, like greatest of all time.
Getting there, like definitely.
And she's only young too, isn't she? 21.
She's not old.
She's only young.
Still young.
What is old for a gymnast?
And she won everything.
Tom Daly, he started competing when he was like 15.
She's got to be 22,
First
23.
Olympics, he was like 16.
At 19, she won everything. At 19, she won all the gold when she was 19.
20 this
Unbelievable.
Oh my word. So, I mean, honestly, I haven't seen any Olympics
me neither.
at all. It's just been like wild.
It's always been good.
I've been going on, to be fair.
Yeah, it has been a lot. Yeah, it has been a lot.
How are we looking on the medals table? Are we like...
I think we are fourth.
Are we on like the first page of the medals table?
They got
Come on.
20 from what I saw before.
Team GB.
They had 20 medals, something like 5 gold, 6 silver, something like that. But it totaled about 20.
The way my brother put it though, we do so well for like the size of our country. If you think China, all those, they've got so much more people to nail down and find the best.
USA team had over 400 in their team.
And we've got like a small island. And
or something.
We've got such a small country and we still produce the best athletes. When they've got loads who they can drill, narrow down. And like there's more of a chance of those people being better at a certain thing. But we've already got people who are good at what they do for such a small country. So we do well anyway. Statistically, we do well for the size of the country.
Fair enough.
To be fair.
Anything else for the sports roundup we can think of? Sports roundup. Olympic roundup, we're good with that?
All good,
Contenders for meme of the week then. Thank you, by the way, sports roundup, loved it.
So I think that meme I sent you the other day, I think that's one of our favourites. Like what your mum used to say back in the 80s.
Yeah.
If you come in again, and to our house, madness playing in the background, and it just, if you can get to see it, it's good, it's funny.
Gentlemen, meme of the week. Anything you can tell me?
I've got nothing.
Nothing appropriate.
I've got nothing.
It's never appropriate.
Never is, to be fair.
Well, for me, it's the... we've not finished on the Olympics yet. We've not finished on the Olympics yet.
Oh, really?
Sorry, rewind.
Rewind.
Anti-intimacy beds.
Ah!
I discovered these yesterday.
Wow.
Whilst
this is the first time.
Day before, yesterday, whilst having lunch with Maddie, we were talking about it, joking about just like the Olympics being like this whole sort of shag fest, like everybody just like amped up with all the the adrenaline and all the good brain chemistry. It's just like. So yeah, apparently like they're all hooking up on Tinder and this, that, the other, and there's like this whole sexual health crisis.
It's always been a case of as well.
Yeah, it's like a horny athletes.
Even before
like
Tinder was along.
But imagine like Tinder got it's like Olympic site now. So if you're an Olympian, you can just like find Olympians near you, find hot horny Olympians near you. It's like that, whatever name, 200 yards, like that. I mean, you just be like that.
Get them all.
So yeah, this year to combat that, apparently they have these anti-intimacy beds, right?
Wow.
Which are made of cardboard, if I'm correct, like just strong enough to hold up one Olympian, right? I'm not.
But have you seen the size of some of these
Olympians? That's my thing, right? So
you can get 3
if you're a weightlifting Olympian, right, then you're going to be 4 or 5 times heavier than, like, for example, a Korean gymnast.
Do you reckon they make them specific? So like you're a weightlifter, so you get this.
So you get this.
It's got to be, hasn't it?
Yeah, they've got to have like this.
Okay.
There's a company here who's sold major
loopholes, right? So imagine you're like a 400. I don't know. Let's say you're £250 weightlifter, right? The bed isn't going to collapse at 260 or 270 because if you sat down on it with your bag on it, it's going to go. Right. So there has to be like quite a margin. So your bed's probably rated for a £250 athlete. Maybe like £350, right?
I'd say it's got.
That's defo you, if you're that athlete, and 2 or 3 gymnasts before you're even up to its max working load. Do you know what I mean? And that's not a high impact thing, is it? Because it's just like a couple of gymnasts knocking around.
It's gone there.
Do you get me? It's like they've not thought it through. And if you're a gymnast, right, what's the lots of tomfoolery? So if you're a gymnast, and like the minimum. Oh, what? You don't have jockeys. They're the other like shortest, smallest people. So imagine so we can't make these like infinite range of beds. So you'll have like a 100 to 200 pound bed, or like a 250 to 200. So they'll be graded.
This is what I mean. They'll be bespoke.
Exactly.
So they'll have a company that they've basically hired to make a load of cardboard beds for athletes.
If you're a gymnast or jockey, right, and the minimum weight rating of your bed is 100 to 150 pounds or kilos or whatever, right? That's still you and a couple of similar sports people without getting close.
Anyone know anything about this?
And you know what? That's why I have questions. It's pointless. Absolutely pointless. And Maddie reminded me of how pointless it was. She was like that. Well, there's always a floor next to the bed.
Yeah. That's right.
Or the chair. Or the
bath. Right, is that an anti-intimacy chair?
Anti-intimacy floor.
Anti-intimacy cardboard bag.
It's like, I don't know, honestly, like...
Well, let us know.
Yeah, we have questions.
If you've got anything more about these anti-intimacy beds...
At the Olympics.
Please let us know, because it's intriguing. Like and subscribe. And,
Fox.
Yeah, sure, Fox.
And my favourite meme of the week was today, and it was a joke, and Jack doesn't think I should do the joke, but I'm going to do the joke. I'm going to do the joke. And what's the difference between a vitamin and a hormone? Gentlemen?
No.
Go on.
You can't make a vitamin.
Thank you.
So, that's all from us.
Tumbleweed.
Has anyone got anything else?
No, I think we just leave it on the cliff.
I think ending on a joke, that's a strong way to end. It's a strong way to end, I think. So, until next time.
Back with Astrology Week next week.
Back with Astrology Week again. So, until next time,
keep it redline.
There you go, boys.